I feel more at peace with myself these days. There are cycles, personally, for me, which I go through, which I reckon everyone goes through, where you go up and you go down, and you go up and you go down. You get high with joy and you get low with sadness or confusion or anger or frustration. And this has still been happening to me. However, it's not been to the extreme. For instance, before, it would be like I'd get down low and then I'd like sort of, get in a downward spiral and just be like, oh fuck's sake, yeah, look at this, I'm not good enough. And then I would pick up all these addictions, watch a lot of porn, smoke a lot of weed, eat a lot of junk food, which would just get worse and worse, downward and downward, until I finally went, okay, I can't be doing this anymore, and I have to work my way back up all the way again. But these days, I don't go so far down the spiral, it seems. It seems that if I get in a low state, I get either frustrated or confused or sad. And instead of going, fuck's sake, I don't know what to do, I'm just going to indulge myself and just, find some sort of pleasure in external material shit like weed or whatever. Instead of doing that, and I still do it a little bit, there's still that urge where it's like, I just need to smoke a bit of weed right now. And it can be helpful if you set the right intention. However, these days I've just been giving myself more acceptance, like I've been telling myself this is okay to feel this, and been saying to myself, like, watching porn or smoking weed or eating this junk food or watching a ton of videos or something is not going to make this feeling dissipate. And so I've been telling myself that, and just going, okay, I'm not gonna do these things, and I'll just see what happens. I've been giving myself the time for me to just experience what it is. I've been allowing what I've been feeling to come up more smoothly without any resistance. I mean, there's still probably a lot of resistance there, but I'm allowing it more. I'm letting it be okay. I'm being kinder to myself. And when you're kinder to yourself, you're kinder to other people, which puts you up into an upward spiral, I sometimes feel like when I get into these low states, eventually I just go, I can't be bothered with even thinking about myself anymore. I can't be bothered self-indulging. I can't be bothered being so self-absorbed. And so when the time comes when I'm speaking to someone or I'm with someone, I'm just I put my whole self aside. It's just okay, I'm gonna give you my full attention now, because I'm done with myself. I'm sort of sick of myself, sort of thing. And so then I'm a lot more kind and compassionate to the people or person that I'm with, but also to myself. It's not like I'm showing love to someone but then not giving love to myself, being a slave to their needs and not getting my needs met as well. It's like I look at myself from a distance, from outside perspective. I look at myself objectively, like another person. And so I give myself the same kindness that I'm giving to other people. And this is all it really, is that you get low because you're being selfish, really. And selfishness isn't necessarily something like rude. Basically, it's rooted in fear. Selfishness is rooted in fear. People are rude because they're scared of something. They've got a lot of fear. People are rude because they're trying to protect themselves. They're trying to survive. This is the only way they know how to, by spitting all this anger and rudeness towards you. They're trying to protect their sense of self. But when you sort of distance yourself a little bit from your ego, yourself, distance your consciousness away from this body and mind, and look at the body and mind just like any other body and mind, just like any other person. When you start to value yourself just as much as anybody else, when you see your worth is equal to everybody else's worth, then you can start to become a little bit more selfless. I mean, how do you want to be treated? You want to be treated with the utmost love and kindness. And so, with that philosophy in mind, you want to be obtaining this philosophy where you want to be giving people the utmost love and kindness. Because if you want that, then you know other people want that too. It's like everybody just wants this. It's like, of course, everybody wants to feel safe and loved and accepted, And so you've got to treat people how you want to be treated. But then comes the thing where you treat yourself like shit, and it's like, hang on a minute, this philosophy isn't working here. I've got to treat people like how I want to be treated. But then what am I doing, treating myself like shit? And so this is where you've got to start to distance yourself a little bit and look at yourself more objectively and not identify so much with this self. Look at yourself more just like another person, and then you can start treating yourself with a bit more love and kindness. I mean, the reason why you treat yourself like shit so much is because you're the one that is you, and you're so self-aware of all your faults. You're not a whole lot aware of other people's faults, because they don't necessarily express their faults. So that's why we treat ourselves like shit and not other people as much, because we know our faults. But this is the spiritual practice, is loving yourself despite your faults, having the understanding, knowing that where you're at, understanding that where you are at now, you know, just being understandable that, you know, like, yeah, it's understandable that I am here where I am at mentally and spiritually and emotionally and physically and all this. It's understandable by looking back at my past and the society and the culture that I've been raised in. It's understandable that I'm this way. And so you give that love, that kindness, because I'm doing the best that I can. And if I could be doing better, then I would be doing better. Simple as that. And the same with other people. If other people out there, if you're getting irritated by them, they're doing the best that they can. Because if they could do better, then they would be doing better. So yeah, just a little message for kindness. Treat yourself with a little bit more love and understanding. I know it can be hard, but I assure you that the gains from this are tremendous. The deeper you can give love to yourself, the happier you will be, the more at peace you will be. Because to the amount that you're giving yourself love is the same amount that you're going to be giving other people love. And you all know that when you give to other people, you get this feeling inside where it's like, fuck yeah, this makes me happy. You know, when you give to someone else and they gain happiness from you, it's like a good feeling, you know. And so the first person to be kind to is yourself. And once you do that, you're naturally going to be kinder to other people, which is naturally going to get you in this upward spiral of kindness, and you're just going to, you know, get in this more heart space. I say all this, and then probably like a couple of days down the road, I'll just be in like self-hatred and self-pity. But what I'm saying is that this is a fucking tough journey, cultivating love and kindness within yourself. All I'm saying, all I'm expressing here is that I feel I have been giving myself a little bit more than usual. And I just wanted to share this with you. So, thanks for watching.